Well, actually, we are not an isolated unit in this defense. We are a part of the NORAD team, which consists of both the Army and the Air Force. The Air Force will continue to provide air defense coverage for this area.
Now, in the Air Force's coverage, what type of coverage will that be? What type of protection?
This is aircraft coverage, in fighter interceptor.
Now, how many men will this cutback involve, especially in this local area here?
We have here in Duncanville approximately 195 people here. Overall in the defense, we have about 660. This includes both the active Army and the National Guard.
Now, how many sites are there in this area?
There are 4 sites in the defense, one at Denton, which is a National Guard site, and another National Guard site at Terrell, east of here. We have 2 active Army sites, Alvarado South, and we have the one west of here at Mineral Wells on Fort Walters.
We don't want anyone in this Dallas community to think that we are not for law and order, and that we will do everything in our power to force law and order. But at the same time, it is my opinion that it is time that the city fathers and the various factions of the Negro community sit down and discuss this ordinance. I think that as a result, that there possibly won't be a meeting of the mind, but there'll be a greater understanding and maybe less objections to it.
Now, you mentioned the timing of the ordinance. What is wrong with the timing of the ordinance, in your opinion?
Well, first, that we have never had such an ordinance, and apparently the city fathers have never seen fit that we have such an ordinance. Maybe that they feel that maybe this is will lead into some problems that we haven't had here before. We have had disturbances here before. You know, every year the Texas and Oklahoma football game is played here, and there has never been this ordinance on the book before. And if there is a reason for it in the immediate future, any time in the future, then there certainly has been a reason for it in the past.
Some people are afraid that we'll be in danger of instituting kind of racist propaganda in our schools.
Well, that's what's in our schools right now. As American history is taught as though the white man made it, and this is a white man's country. I can't think of a more racist idea than that.
Do most people know anything about Negro history?
Very little, although there have been some outstanding organizations over the years, like the Association for Negro Life and History. The great Carter Woodson is the father of Negro history in a sense. There are some people who have been doing research for years. However, it's only very recently, in the last 5 to 10 years, that some top universities are starting to do research in the field.
Can you give me an estimate of the number of large city school districts that teach some form of Negro history or have it incorporated in their school system?
Well, this is a guess, but something like 100 or so in one degree or another.
Larry, what kind of preparations have been made for this trip?
Well, all the boys have had to attend at least one of the other camping trips, and then last week and this week they've worked out each day on the Trinity River itself. So they're ready to go.
What do you plan to do along the way? Camp out as you go, or?
Right. In the evenings we'll camp out. We plan to get up about 5 on the river, about 6, and then of course stop to eat, and then camp along the river at night.
How many stops do you think you'll have to make?
Oh, well, they'll be stopping also for water at any place we can, and to take salt tablets. Shouldn't be more than 3 stops a day.
Do you plan to make it an annual affair?
Something of this sort. Last year it was a 23-mile hike. And this year will be the canoe trip, and next year it'll be something along this line.